check in. Penthouse suite, check in. When your feet hit the street, check in. Cause if not, shit get hot, you better check it in. When you in the Bay, check in. When you hit LA, check in. See, don't believe in these punk ass hoes, cause they the ones that leave you niggas exposed and make you check it in.
We right here at a legendary moment for a West Coast nigga to be right here at the stop.
The stop,
And he gonna tell you
yeah.
what the hell that mean, cause a lot of motherfuckers West Coast is gonna be like, where you at?
So when you from Bed Stuy, and you talking to other people, you might not know what section you from. They say, where you from in Brooklyn? I'm from the Stuy. The Stuy. So you gotta understand, the Stuy means a lot. So this the same section in Brooklyn that Jay-Z is from,
Yeah.
Biggie is from, Fakeness is from, Maino is from. You know, but this part of Bed Stuy is LA Rock. This is Notion and Gates. So I could probably attribute that to like Crenshaw and Slauson.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a main strip that everybody knows.
Yeah.
Notion and Gates. It's like that. It's that intersection, Notion and Gates, that everybody knows all over. You say Notion and Gates anywhere in New York City, they know what that is.
So niggas know how to get to it.
Yeah, this is it. This is like the capital where I'm from. I'm from Clifton, right down here. That's my block. But this whole strip, this whole Notion Avenue up here, this is what we call LA Rock. It's like complicated. He like,
cause I'm like, hey, look, he was telling me earlier about the difference, and I tried to equate it to Compton, to the boroughs, but it's not, cause it's farther. So it would be like 45 minutes away would be like San Bernardino.
Right.
It wouldn't be Compton, Watson, Long Beach. Because we close, we're like 5 minutes, 10, 15 minutes, and shit like that.
right. So it's like it's 5 boroughs: Queens, Brooklyn, Manhattan, Staten Island, and the Bronx. Every borough is like a city. Every borough is its own county, but it's the size of a city. Like Brooklyn is what? Bigger than DC? Like, it's huge.
Oh, Brooklyn's bigger than DC.
Yeah. Definitely more people.
I remember all of when we was younger, and all the little songs was out,
Mm-hmm.
and it was Brooklyn was this, and
Brooklyn is taking it, Manhattan is making it.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. So Brooklyn always had the reputation of being extra, ultra aggressive, goony, robbing. You know, but you know, we get money here, it's love here. You know, this is the home of Biggie. This is definitely love. You know, but it's a lot of balance. You know,
where the Warriors was shot at.
Warriors, that's cool.
Warriors, nigga.
That was in Coney Island.
Now they was trying to get back to Coney Island.
Right, but they was in Manhattan. Oh, they was up in the Bronx.
They came somewhere.
It was in a meeting in the Bronx. It's old school. It was a meeting in the Bronx, and then they were trying to get back to Coney Island. Coney Island is in Brooklyn too. That's a section in Brooklyn.
Now here goes the thing. You know how we influenced the younger generation with the B's and the C's,
right?
But that movie influenced us.
Really?
Man, what? Nigga, we lived by that movie.
Warriors?
That was the first real street black gang movie.
Indeed. So that was your first look at New York.
That was our first look at New York.
Because I always want to know what do y'all look at New York other than Warriors? Like how do y'all look at us? How do y'all view us through what movie? Is it Jews? Is it?
To me, in my generation, because I'm the first generation, I'm the youngest generation of Crips. Right. So it's niggas that's older than me, but the first generation that came, I'm in that generation. It was Warriors to us, so that's how we looked at it. We always looked at New York was tough, grimy, like real niggas with the swag and all that. Like, you know what I mean? How we looked at Chicago.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It really was how niggas looked at us, like we were skateboarders, surfers, you know, the ocean and the water, until the B's and C's came. So, niggas understood that.
So y'all felt like people looked at y'all like surfers?
Yeah, nigga, when I got kicked out of California, 1982. I go to Chicago. Niggas was asking me, did I know Willis, Michael Jackson? Did I surf? It was like, what is Crips and Bloods?
Well, they never heard of that.
They never heard of it, you gotta understand. Like, y'all got old history. Y'all even got the mafia. Like niggas was first, when we was first starting, You got homies who was naming itself after old mafia movies. Al Capone, Bugsy. You still got niggas got old names like that. So we was a younger generation looking back here, and then when the Warriors came, it only continued to solidify to us. And so basically, when Crippin came, it kind of went like in a way, but Crippin come in '69, so that's when Randy Washington birthed what became the Crips. There was gangs before that, but there wasn't a movie that depicted a black strong gang until we seen the Warriors.
Now, on the LA side, the movie for us, I would probably say the first movie would be It's Colors that depicted that life. How y'all felt about that? It wasn't a real depiction?
No.
No, it wasn't a real thing.
Not
but for us, we don't know.
Well, for the Crips and the Blood part, but then how it was with us and the Mexicans, that wasn't like that. Not back then. You see it more now because LA is 3% black now. LA County is only 3%, but California's like maybe 3 to 5% black. Like it ain't black like it used to be. You know what I mean? So you got a lot of brothers over the years that's moving to the South. Niggas go to prison like fuck LA. They moving to the South. Niggas just going back home. You know what I mean? Like fuck this bullshit. It's so many crimes or so many laws they got in place for us. And then at one time it was over 250,000 people locked up in jail, and we was 70-80% of the prison population. So that's all the niggas there. So when niggas get home, get a chance after all that, they gone. Families is gone. So it's kind of like if you travel out there a lot, you'll see it. You'll see how much.
I'm out there all the time.
You'll see how much it ain't really like in the clubs. You don't see sisters no more. You barely see brothers. You don't really see like that. You're gonna see Hispanic girls, white girls, and all that.
That's true.
You don't see it
It's
no more.
very diverse though.
Yeah.
But I always felt like I've been going to LA probably since 2005.
Yeah, because that's when I first got on you when I got home in 2004.
Right. Back then, and I always felt it was diverse. Like we go to the clubs, and it's not like when you go to clubs out here, depending on where you're going, it might be all black. You go to another club, it's all Spanish. But like in LA, it's mixed. It's a mixture.
Yeah, well, because Hollywood is controlled.
Right.
It's controlled, and like the top promoters is white, and then now white and Hispanic. They're really not giving no blacks to clubs no more. Like you only gonna see maybe 5 black promoters, maybe 4, and it ain't that many clubs in LA. Right. You know what I mean? Like they ain't even giving out no license. They're not even allowing certain music to be played in these clubs.
Really?
You feel me? Yeah. Like you can go play in the club in LA, but an LA nigga can't go play in the club.
You feel like?
Man, they gonna hit you with either you're gang affiliated, you're a blood, you're a Crip, they don't want it in there. But another nigga come from somewhere being a blood Crip and come get a bag.
It always feels like that no matter where you from. It always feels like sometimes you're not always favored in your hometown as much as somebody else is.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Depending on where you're from, anywhere you're from. You might be from the city, you might be from Brooklyn, you might be from, LA, and it always feel like somebody from someone else always gonna get more love than you.
Yeah, I mean, it's really bullshit though, because our scene is.
Is that a part of is that our culture that does that? Is that what that is?
It's us and it's our culture. It's us bringing bullshit to a place where niggas should be having a good time. You know what I mean? So over the years, white folks trying to protect their shit, and then all the insurance and all the bullshit we bring. I mean, we gotta suffer for the shit that we create. You know what I mean? We create that bullshit, and we gotta kind of live with it. So in LA and a lot of places now, they don't let niggas do certain shit, especially if you from LA, and they can identify you. So it kind of make brothers feel from the hood feel fucked up because another nigga can come get a bag and they can't get a bag. They can't get $5,000 when they can go 50. You know what I'm saying? At home. So that's kind of why
I relate to that feeling. I understand that. I relate to that feeling. I definitely do.
But shit, man, let me take you back though.
Take me back. Take me back.
Maino, man.
Take me
Where
back.
the name come from?
That's a nickname. My name's Jermaine. So it's funny that you asked me that because my name is Jermaine and call me Maine, right? But my area that I'm from, they put an O behind your name. So Maino, I know dude's name, Herbo, Steve-O, Dubo, so many O's behind the names. And actually, this where we at right now, Notion Avenue, we call NA Rock, we call it NA Rock. That's the O. Right
So
there.
that's the O.
Yeah, it ain't like
I never called you.
Yeah, so it's like, it's only right. So if your name was Steve, we call you Steve-O.
Right.
What up, Steve-O?
So I'll be big U O.
Big U-O.
Nigga, big U O.
Yeah.
Nigga, but they got an O in it though.
Got an O in it.
Why you bullshit?
Yeah.
Yo, so how you break in this shit though, bro?
Man.
How does Maino get this music?
I got in hard work, man. Hard work, man. You know what I mean? Because I went to prison. I went to prison when I was about 17. I did 10 years, right? When I was in prison, I started rapping. I never had no never thought about rapping. Never wanted to be no rapper. Never had no desire to be a rapper. Shout out to my crime, Mo Dog. 10 years straight. Getting in a bunch of trouble in prison. Almost 4 years in the box. Going through everything that you could possibly go through. Started rapping in the box. So I'm rapping in the box. This is the amount of time that Big and them is really who they are. And I'm saying to myself, do this shit. Nah, I can't do this shit. I'm a gangster. Niggas know me for something else. Right. I ain't no rapper because I come up at a time where it wasn't like a popular thing to become a rapper. So like,
what?
Nah, like we kind of looked
What
at
year was
rapping.
you?
I went to prison as a young kid, like 92.
I'm 6 years when I went. I went in 91.
91.
So yeah, so I know exactly what I can relate exactly what you're talking about.
It wasn't
They
like,
wasn't getting the money.
right. I wasn't looking up to artists,
Right.
so to speak. I wasn't like looking at them and saying like I wanted to be that. It was the street celebrity, so I idolized who I wanted to be, right? It was the ones that was getting money and basically find that pistol, who I thought was the greatest ever. You understand?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
That's what I related to. That's what I became. And when I went to prison, music was never on my plate. That's why I wake up every day and I'm so blessed I can't even believe my life because I didn't went and found some shit and made it work for myself that I couldn't even imagine. Ever.
It was crazy because I left in 91.
Mm-hmm.
When I left in 91, that's when I met Corrupt 89.
Right.
I met Corrupt in 89. I really started fucking music hard with Pop LQ, the B-side.
Mm.
He had the B-side on Eddie Murphy movie with Holly Berry. He had
Boomerang?
Boomerang,
Okay.
yeah. So I started fucking with music in and out there, but I had the bag though, just like you.
Mm-hmm.
And back then, I think them niggas was doing rap. They was probably getting 5, 6, 1,500 a show, and we was getting all the money.
See, I didn't know nothing about music. I didn't know no rappers. I didn't know nobody in the industry. I didn't even know nobody trying to be in the industry. I didn't know nothing about no industry. It wasn't even a thought in my mind. I mean, I was a fan of the music,
Right.
but I didn't know how the money was made. I didn't know who was doing shows. We didn't know none of that shit. It was nothing that I was ever even thinking about.
So what year you get out?
I got out twice. I got out 2001, and then I went back for 5 months. I came out 2003. I've been home since 2003. Since March 5th, 2003, I've been home.
Damn, nigga, you got out right before me.
Mhm.
I got out 2004, January 4, 2004.
I got out March 5th, 2003.
See, then so when did you sign? Who did you?
I got my first deal in 2005, 2006. I signed my first deal. I signed at Universal, Motown Universal, Sylvia Road. I made a song called Rumors. That was my first song. The song was, it was talking about the rumors in the industry, and I guess it would be what we call viral now. The song was viral. Remember? And from that point on, I had labels and all that calling me. They were like, yo, we'll check you out. Like, they was calling me and shit like that. We was coming down here. I'm like, man, we got ladies calling me. Get the fuck out of here. I'm hanging up on niggas because I ain't even think it's real. Like, I never thought that ever was real. Right? That labels would call you. I'm talking about people was calling me. Just Blaze called me. People was calling me like, what? And it just started happening fast. And what happened is I wound up signing to Universal Motown, I think, the end of 95, going into 96. Like 96, I guess you could say. And I thought it was on. Got my first record deal from a major label. I came back down here. I was happy as fuck.
You got a bag.
Got a little bag. And then I thought it was on, but it wasn't, because I didn't understand that at that point, it was just the beginning. It was really time for the work. I was looking at them like, okay, cool. You know what? Y'all gonna do what y'all did for 50 and the rest of these niggas. Y'all gonna blow me up. I'm still there waiting for them to blow me up.
Right.
Blow me up, right? And nothing has happened. And they looking at me like, what you gonna do? And I'm like, what y'all gonna do? Y'all the label. And I didn't understand back then. And I wound up being signed there for 2 years. And one day they was like, yo, you know, we gonna drop you. And for a nigga from the street hearing that, it was like, y'all gonna drop me. Like, I was just like, man, wow. That nigga's gonna drop me, like, just send me back to the street.
What you do with the bag? What you do with the bag when you first got it?
The first thing I did, I bought a silver, because these cars was hot back then. A silver Magnum, brand new Magnum. We all had Magnums back then. The man had a black one. Mother homie had a red one. What's good, my boy? I had a silver one. You know what I mean? So we was just out here running and gunning. You understand?
We fucked up too bad.
Yeah, fuck that all up.
And the niggas don't understand, because, I mean, I go through this all the time, because the artists don't understand that when you sign and you get that signing bonus, nigga, you might not get another check for 2 years. This is the work.
That's it. And the problem is with that is, if you don't build your worth within that time, ain't nobody booking you for no show. So you just a nigga that just caught a check. And money in your hand is just, okay, here. You got to get money every month, every year. You got to get money for money to make sense. And just saying, here, they go 100,000. Now what? Now you just spending money. You buying shit, you going out, you popping bottles, you doing everything you want, you getting fly, you getting fresh, you got a new crib. So your rent went up, so the living expenses going up. Before you know, you out that money. Now it's like we back to ground zero. And I was there.
Niggas like, fuck that, they just dropped you.
Dropped me.
Nigga mad at the label.
Mad at the world, but I knew something was in store for me though. I just had the courage just to believe in myself though. I knew that what I came from, and all the turmoil I came from, all the war that I came from, that I could make sense of this. And I wound up, after they dropped me, making the song that was gonna change my life. And that was the song I made High Hater. And then I wound up having a meeting with Atlantic. And upon that meeting with Atlantic, they signed me. And like the next year, the song came out, and I ain't looked back ever since. Yep.
This episode is brought to you by Pepsi. I remember going to an HBCU football game. It was one of the most memorable experiences of my life. Watching the HBCU team and band brings so much excitement to the stadium. Completely packed with fans, it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. The best part about it is that Pepsi is a proud supporter of HBCU students on and off the field. Pepsi and HBCUs. That's what I like.
So yeah, then signed to Atlantic. Told me signed to Atlantic. Actually, 50 put a call in for me. He put a good word in for me with Atlantic. Signed to Atlantic. And I never looked back from there. I had the song ready. I had what I needed. And I've been rocking and rolling ever since. I mean, life is up and down. The industry ain't always.
So what year was that?
This was 2007.
Oh, 2007.
2007. So I probably got dropped. And I probably got dropped 2006. No, 2007. I signed 2007. Right again. So
I think that's when we was coming out here with Nip.
So listen. So Nip, I worked with Nip. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah.
I'm on the remix of his first song.
What does it got a name?
Right, but that had the hustle in the house.
We came out here.
Came to the studio. It's me, J-Rock, and Nip on that remix. And at the time, I didn't really know who Nip was, but I remembered him from World Star.
We did the little
right
Jordan Tower.
Right. And Actually, we had that footage of us in the studio that day. You understand? So it's just seeing it now and going back and remembering that, it's just crazy because I had been home and my man said, yo, listen, I want you on this remix. You know, because I think y'all had to deal with Epic.
We did. We had Epic song.
Yeah, it was an Epic.
Yeah, we had Epic
So in
song.
the studio, we went right to Fight Club. I knocked out the verse.
That's what it was.
Fight Club. Right? So,
Damn.
100%.
I remember that because that's when little bro was doing the run around. And it's funny because when you told the story, me and Nip used to always argue. Because I used to tell him, look, you ain't got no more money coming. Nip go do the same exact thing, bro. And then we had that case. He had that case. We go back home. They book you. We go back. You gonna have for like 6 months to come back out. Then we came back out here, and that's when Sony tried to shelf us. And I went and got game to do the song with Nip. How we roll.
Y'all went on the tour after that.
On the tour. We go on the tour. The feds hit my house after that. I was like, I'm cool. Because the feds hit me on some bullshit. And I'm like, yeah, I got to like kick back.
Right.
I let it go. Because at that time, I think nephew probably was only getting probably $500-600 a show. Wasn't no money coming in.
We was blind. You got to build that shit up.
And I was like, okay, well, look, what I'm on is something different. So I'm just going to kick back. I stepped back.
Right.
I started playing it from a distance. And that's when your name was going to see.
Right.
Y'all don't know what I was hearing about Maino. You know what I'm saying? It's a different Maino, man. I mean, y'all niggas tearing up the town. You feel me?
We smiling more.
Yeah. Yeah.
We smiling more.
Your nigga
less aggressive.
Your nigga was real aggressive.
I mean,
But you gotta spit that though, because a lot of people, because right now we got a young audience
Right.
with this viral shit.
Right.
And they really may not even know
Right.
who Maino is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or who
Well,
or today.
They know the new nigga.
They know.
They know
Well, the
new
West
nigga.
Coast is just not gonna be. A lot of them
Right.
is just
Right.
because of the show. It's feel
Right.
like Maino.
Right.
You
Indeed.
know what I'm saying? And then they're gonna go back and play a lot of
You
shit.
see, back then was a different time, right? And you gotta understand, I've only been 2 places in my life ever. I've been in the streets and I've been in prison. Right? So when I leave the streets, I've been in prison. When I come from prison, I come back to the streets. I don't know nothing.
Yeah.
I don't understand that the game is a business. And I'm saying to my niggas, all these niggas is fake. We really these niggas. We really these niggas that's really outside with all that action that these niggas are talking about.
Now what he talking about is there's a lot of niggas in New York and around the country who he had to reintroduce himself
Yeah,
to.
I had to readjust a couple things. But I had to adjust a few things. You understand? But that was what my nature was. That was what I came from. Because I didn't respect the game, understand it was a business. So I was bumping my head a lot. Because every time I'm saying like, hey, you really put your hands on her. Like, you can't? I'm like, you can't? Like,
Right.
they're like, no, they want a real nigga, but they don't want to go that far. And I'm saying, I thought y'all wanted the genuine article. I thought y'all wanted the realest thing. Y'all out here saluting this other shit, and that's just marketing. This is the real thing. But I had to learn the hard way because when I really got in the game and a lot of opportunities was getting closed to me because of my behavior, because of the things that I was involved with, it was like, man, so I had to think about like, damn, like I ain't get blessed with this opportunity just to go backwards.
Yeah, but that's kind of like the fucked up part, because I look at you and a couple of people like my situation. Because what I always look at is like, these niggas can go be gangster, and go be hood, go be whatever they want to be. All the rap songs, all the videos, all the shit. But the minute I walk in the room, oh, he a hood. But ain't you dealing with a nigga that you just gave a check that's supposed to be and so that was.
It's different when they know that might come with a level of violence. It's
Yeah,
different when they know that somebody might get smacked, or it might be a choking, or it could be a pistol whipping down at the bottom of the steps. It's different when they know that, when they got things to refer to, when they say, oh, I remember when they did such and such. I heard about this and that really happened. It's different when them stories start to stick out because it's like, damn, we don't really want that.
You know what the motherfucker told me before?
What?
Nigga told me I was sitting at the deal. Me and Dope. It's about a year before my son's nip patch. Right? The nigga tell me, well, we scared to give you a deal because what if we want to tell you no? I'm like, nigga, you think I got to be this old to hear no? I'm like, man, so is that how you feel with everybody else? Everybody else you deal with?
Not at all.
You don't tell them more, you want to be able to tell them. No, what if it is you want to do some fuck shit and you feel if you do some fuck shit, it's gonna be
right.
I'll accept you doing the fuck shit too. I don't mind you doing the fuck shit. Just do the fuck shit. Maino don't mind you do. You deal with Maino.
Definitely, man. See, I'm smiling more.
This nigga more dangerous than me.
And no, I wouldn't say that.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm out here wearing button-ups with my shirt out, you know, with my chest out. You know what I mean? For real. It's crazy.
And then you got these, but the industry has changed a lot.
Ronald,
Amen.
chill out, nigga. Chill out, nigga. Chill out, nigga. Back in the whip.
Like for real, we really on the block. You know what I mean? And we gonna give it to you.
Chill out, nigga. It's good.
We're gonna give it to you raw and real. Yeah, and look, like I said, man, we really on the block. It's a lot of niggas that really can't go to their block and pull up with a bunch of their family like we can. You know what I mean? And this really say a lot about this man.
100%.
To really be able to pull up in your block in the nighttime. You know, ain't no 100 security.
This is the nighttime.
Ain't no 100 people standing out. We got some people in the other colored cars that just pulled us, the Europeans.
Yeah.
They don't know how we gonna be.
That's the only problem, though.
Yeah,
that's the problem. Like, see, I was in Harlem yesterday. The culture different in Harlem. Y'all can come out and they won't fuck with it. Out here, they fuck with it. So, like, you know, me and my brothers, we opened up a store down here. Right? We had a clothing store. What was this, like, last year, 2 years ago? You know, we would come down there and, you know, the police would just not want us to be there because, you know, they're not used to seeing this many black faces and it be peaceful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of difference between, it's a lot of conflict down here. It's a lot of conflict out here. So it's like when you see this many young black men together and it's cool, they're not used to seeing that. You know what I mean? That's why they post up like that. It's like different things.
They really here.
Yeah, definitely.
They really here. And that just goes to say though, because the reason why I'm doing the show is checking in is because I really want people to see all sides of all of us, where we came from and where certain people is. Cause I was out here a couple of months ago to do Maino's show. You know what I mean? And it's just to show respect to somebody who I feel who came the same walk I walked. I didn't know he went the same time. We walked the same. I didn't even know that. I was just
a kid. You know what I mean? So I was a juvenile. You know, and going through all that, so I kind of like grew up there. But you know, everything happened for the way it's supposed to happen because I felt music there.
Right.
You know what I mean? And got out here, and no matter what bumps and bruises I went through out here, I was still able to make that work.
What's next for Maino though? Like, where you at? Like,
shit, man. You know, we got the podcast, which is number 7 in the whole country. My podcast, Kitchen Talk, we lit right now. That's up. You know what I mean? So,
hey, look, wait a minute. Hold on. Now I gotta give my little brother this. This nigga had me at his podcast. Excuse my language. I'm in this motherfucker sleep.
Yeah, you are definitely.
Man, like you, I got you.
You like I gotta go.
I keep waking up. I'm here like, where this conversation going? I'm like,
that's 100%.
Man, for 3 hours, man. I'm on the couch. I'm snoring. They take it. Look, you know what they kept coming to tell me? Can you be quiet? I'm like, I'm snoring.
Yo, listen. You know, it's funny that you was there because that's the shit that put me on the map.
Oh, that shit
put me on the map.
Without a doubt. He all right with me. You nigga found one of the greatest rappers of all damn time. You know what I'm saying? I was mad at him. I was mad at Cuz. I'm in the moment like, yeah, but I mean, we chopped it up now, though.
That's all I'm saying.
Did you ever do any music with Biggie? I didn't get a chance to. You went on
one time. I got back there, he was gone.
He was like me, because you left. You came back. Everybody was gone. Bro, I missed the Death Row era. I left just like you did. When I left, the hottest motherfucker on the streets was the Ghetto Boys, MC Hammer.
Right.
Ice Cube had just left. Ice Cube had just left NWA. And there was no Vaseline all over the place. Nigga killed him.
Murdered them.
Murdered him. And I'm like, on my way to prison with 56 years.
You gave that back.
I learned how to read.
Shit.
Nigga learned how to read and write that motherfucker.
Right. The whole time of work, better make it useful.
Nigga, look, when they sentenced me, no lie. Nigga, I was in shock. Because I couldn't cry. And I felt like I was having an out-of-body moment because I wasn't ready for how they sentenced you. I thought he was just going to say, you got this many years.
You went to trial.
Went to trial.
You do trial.
Over.
Your sentence is 56 to life.
Let's say 100 months for this, 300 months for this, 200 months for this. And I'm sitting there like, is it 12 months a year? This nigga say 100 months?
You can't even compute that. I'll make you do that. 100 months might not even be that bad.
What?
Yeah. 100 months.
Man, I'm sitting there and then my lawyer was already told me concurrent and consecutive means it's going and one going. And this fool was sitting there reading that shit and I'm sitting there like, and so when I went into sentencing, you know, they put the long shackle on your legs, on both your legs, and put your uniform on. They walk you out there, and so your family already wondered why you walking like that. That's so you can't run.
We don't got that here though.
Oh, they don't put them on you?
You talking about the shit? I seen that though.
Yeah, they put that shit on you.
Yeah, they just shackle your legs.
Oh yeah, they do that sometimes too. Shit, no, they shackle my legs and they put it on me because I was in high power. I was in high power for
George Jackson shackle right there.
Yeah, they had
real. That's the Comrade George shackle right there.
They had you moving just like this in high power.
Exactly.
Every time you move, you know you've been there. You in the shoe.
We got the mittens though, but they're not the feet though. So you know what I mean?
With the mittens.
When I was so like when you're a problem here, like in Rikers Island, right? When you cutting, you know,
right.
So like they turned into what they call predicate. So I was one of 3 predicates in the folk building because we was cutting and doing all the shit and we was getting shit all the time, like getting busy. You know what I mean? They so everywhere I had to go was handcuffed. So when they come get me, go get them on my visit, I gotta go handcuffed. When I go to the library, I go to handcuffed. I'm never in population, never gonna be in population ever again. They turn that into mittens. So now because you like to cut, you like to play with razors, so they put the mittens on over your cut. Yeah, like that.
Oh. I didn't know. I just found out y'all get family visits out here.
Yeah, the trailers and all.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Y'all do that?
Yes. Oh, hell yes, we do.
We do that?
Hell yeah.
Like with your family, your wife and all that.
Yes, sir. Yeah. I didn't know y'all get them up here.
So they don't get in the feds.
Yeah, the feds.
Feds don't get time. Yeah, you got your family. I never got one. I never was.
He was locked up.
He's the asshole. He's never gonna get one. You know what I mean?
But look though, what's next for Maino?
Shit, man.
I asked you that about like who you gonna sign. I know you still putting out music.
Of course. So I got the Lobby Boys project right now with me and Jim Jones. We just finished that album. We got everybody on there. Fab on there. Fabio on there. A bunch of young niggas on there. That's gonna be crazy. We about to shake the game up with that. So you know I've been producing films and shit. So I shot a documentary. I got some shit that I'm producing right now. And we looking to really clear a deal by the top of the year as far as some of the shit that I've been producing on the TV side. Pitch it no.
See,
I got a book that I'm trying to get out, though. I've been working on this book, and it's my fault that it ain't out yet, but I know you can relate. So the book is kind of like 48 Laws of Power, right? It's called The Art of Freedom. It's about my philosophy and my wisdom and my outlook of what it's going to take for niggas that just come home to how they stay free. So I'm giving them a game on how to be free, successful at being free. You know what I mean? But before you want to be a rapper or manager or anything, you got to be successful at being home. And we know a bunch of niggas that don't know how to do that.
Right.
So that's what the book's kind of geared to. So it's like that re-entry.
Well, I hope you got one that's dealing with this social media and the thumb gangsters.
We can't beat them. We never gonna beat them. We give up on them. And let me tell you something about them. The niggas that talk the loudest is the niggas that you see less, ever, never. We never gonna run into them. We never gonna see them in traffic. They talk the loudest. We just gotta accept that that's just the way it is. We ain't from that world. We ain't from that culture. Because a problem is a problem. And we used to seeing a nigga and having a problem, and we gonna deal with it no matter how it go. But when it comes to this social media shit,
thumb gangsters.
I give up, man. You the best. You got it, nigga. I can't, and I can't even say to myself, and I tell my little brothers, and I tell them, I say, listen, when we see him, we're gonna drag him. But guess what? We ain't even gonna see him. I just finished talking about this earlier, right? Didn't I just say I want to see him and drag him? Didn't I just say that? Are we gonna see him? We running to Jesus.
Before you run into these niggas.
Jesus will walk up and down this block tonight before we see one of these niggas.
And the crazy thing is, these niggas made it fashionable to tell them motherfuckers. Some of these just go right on the thing and say, I'm gonna tell them. And then I gotta go tell the motherfucker, didn't you see the nigga say he gonna tell? Why you keep hitting me, asking me what do I think about this nigga said this about me?
Nah, I ain't listen.
But it's
anytime like my thing is this. I'm not even letting niggas be eligible to be beefing with me. If you go on social media and tell me to suck your dick, or you say anything slick about me on social media, you're not even eligible. You're not even an op, nigga. You're not even an op, nigga. You're not nothing, nigga. We not even giving you the credit, because what we gonna do? Go back and forth with you, nigga? We gonna
you see what I do? I block him,
nigga. Man, come on, man. You're not even eligible, man, nigga. Life gonna do you niggas way worse. Because anybody know Maino? Anybody? I like a good time. I like to hang. I like to come around. I like to be. I like to be. Nigga, I like girls. Don't you? You niggas don't like girls? I like that. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is, though, man. It's just part of an era that we just had to adapt to in a negative way and just accept what it is.
Right.
This is what it is.
So, the movie game.
Mm-hmm.
And then we was talking about picture. I got some shit I'm doing too that I'm gonna link. It's gonna take me like little short documentaries.
Yeah.
7-minute webisodes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come out here. I want to get you, Jim, and all y'all. But it's just like some acting. You
Let's
know
go.
I
just shot 2 movies.
Are you directing? Or
Nah, I didn't direct these though. Yeah, I just did these as an actor. I came to LA, shot one, then I went to Detroit, shot another one. So I catch those every now and then. You know, I was in the Tupac movie. You know,
I seen that.
Yeah, I was.
I seen that.
Rapper, nigga. Huh?
I
Motherfucking rapper, you think it's a game, nigga? Huh? You think this is a motherfucking
Was that
movie?
your first acting?
Nah, but it was the first big one.
My nigga.
That shit, listen, niggas to this day mad at me for that, like I really did it.
Right, yeah.
I used to fuck with you, but you shot pop.
Right.
I said, nigga, it was a movie.
It was a
nigga.
movie.
It's a motherfucking movie, nigga.
I wasn't playing that role though.
Man, yeah, let me tell you though, like I was like zoned out, though, because he was like, yo, because Benny Boone was like, be real. And I'm like zoned, I'm like looking at him and shit. I'm like, this is really Tupac.
Because the nigga looked like
he was looking, but I was so in the role, and I was like being rough on him, and I had to pull him over. And I was like, yo, you all right? Am I going too hard? Yeah,
because he a young nigga.
He was young, and I was going too rough with the nigga. I'm like in mode, because I'm saying we're gonna make it believable. I'm not even acting now. I'm not even acting. I'm not even acting. Like,
yeah, young nigga. I know the little nigga.
Yeah, he was a good nigga. He was, and like
y'all shot it out here. You can't.
No. No, we didn't even shoot that in LA. We shot that in Atlanta. You know, you can make Atlanta look like anything.
Oh, y'all shot that in Atlanta?
Atlanta.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they didn't let me in the motherfucker.
Shot that in Atlanta.
Yeah, that was a good experience because you got a lot of. I see you get a lot of these flags.
Yeah,
I think I talked to you after that.
Niggas was on my top like, yo, nigga, you shot me hot, nigga. I'm like, niggas, is you ignorant or was you dumb or was you stupid?
I talked to Jimmy too though.
For real.
I talked to Jimmy.
Mm.
No, not Jimmy. I talked to Jack.
Oh yeah, I talked to Jack. I
was over there with him because when I did our documentary, I went over there and we was talking about that. He told me, yeah, man, I gotta redo this. I want to redo that. And Jack don't have no understanding for the thumb gangsters. He think we gonna find all of them. I'm like, bro, we're not gonna find them. Bro. I tell him that all the time.
You're more frustrated in trying to put a program together to make it happen Fit like now we gonna do this, we gonna do that. Like it's gonna take too much time. It's fruitless, man. It's fruitless. I give up, my nigga. But one thing about the real ones, you never gonna fool them. You never gonna trick niggas into believing no whole shit ever. Because if a nigga do believe it, he never was on our side anyway. If a nigga is with the fuck shit, he never was with us. Ever. We never. And he say, Maino, man, fuck man. And you with it, then you was always with it.
It's crazy, man, to see your growth, though, bro.
Yeah, man.
Cause I remember when we came out here.
Yeah.
You was like,
on time.
the homie was out there.
Yeah, on time.
He was like this.
On time.
I ain't lying. The nigga was like,
yeah.
what's happening? What we doing?
On time.
It's a straight grown man right here. You know what I'm saying? That was what, shit? 16 years?
Nah, that was
14?
2011? 2010?
2010.
2010. That's 11 years, bro.
Yeah.
2010.
Hey, Straight Soldier, the brand.
Yeah.
I remember when he first came home.
Yeah.
You got home in 2003.
Yeah.
I come home 2004.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Businessman.
And he owned his tip.
Yeah.
He owned his tip.
On time.
On his
Every
tip.
time. Real.
So look, man, we right now, we're at the end of the segment, and this is what we do with the Rapid 6. So, Big U, I'm landing, getting off the plane. Mm-hmm. You had one of the homies pick me up and bring me to the style. What's playing in the tape there?
Biggie.
Biggie.
Right.
Okay. You going to get something to eat? What we going to eat?
Before we get to Brooklyn, we're going to stop at Chelsea House.
Okay, we're going to shop and get some clothes. Where we going to get the drip from?
Benny's.
Benny?
Benny's. We'll go to Benny's. Right after Benny's. We'll right to Benny's. Then after Benny's, we'll go to Bed Stuy Fly.
Yes, I fly.
Bed Stuy
Okay.
Fly.
You got to go make a run. What two homies you going to leave me with?
Shit. Awesome stuff. Listen on the block. Then I'm going to call Dahu. Dahu when you ride with Fresh. And Bump going to come through. We're going to be good.
Okay, look. Know you're a sports guy.
Mm-hmm.
Right here. Who's your football team?
Giants. Everything New York.
Everything New York.
Everything New York.
Giants, Mets, or the
Yankees.
Yankee hat. You know, Yankee hat mean a lot to us. When you wear a Yankee hat in LA, they might think you from either rolling 60s, anything neighborhood
So
crib.
y'all always wore that.
Always Yankee hat.
Always
Young
Yankee.
neighborhood. That's what that's there.
Wow.
Like, niggas will tell you right now, you'll pull up with that Yankee hat, niggas be like, you neighborhood? Nah, man, I'm the best. Okay, you good, dude. You might need to.
I'm from the style, nigga. I'm playing rock.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause they don't hear that accent.
Yeah.
They don't hear that accent, and then nigga might still kindly ask you, bro. Like, can you take that off?
Why? No,
Yeah, listen, but y'all, why y'all like, hey, homie, hey, homie, hey, niggas be up here though. Why niggas up here though? Why y'all go up here with it though? Yeah. Hey, homie, hey, for real, hey, homie, hey, you got heart cuz? You got heart cuz? Like niggas is up here with it though, like
all the way down. That's
a legendary LA stance right there.
All the way.
You know that nigga, he a member. That nigga, he about it. And he see that nigga up here with it like this. You know, hey, cuz, for real, hey, homie, hey, where you from? You got heart, cuz? You got heart? Hey, little homie, got heart.
That's it. That's the look. So now, look. No. We got to get your top 5.
Top 5 what?
NBA players of all time.
Man, Michael Jordan, Magic, Kobe, Mon.
Center?
Oh, what happened? Check, man. Check. There I was, standing outside when all I had was my musket gun and it was 25 Indians out there. I had one shot in my gun. I shot all them niggas. One bullet. 25 niggas.
You sound like a Crip story. That what you think all these little niggas that did all this little famous shit.
Yeah, niggas. Hey, cuz I did all 25 niggas.
The Grandocious.
Yeah. Love, bro. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you,
I'm
man.
gonna get back up.
Nah,
Man.
let me know. And listen, I want you to come on the show, though, man. And this time there ain't gonna be nobody else there. You ain't gotta wait for nobody. Ain't gonna be nobody. There ain't gonna be there.
Yeah, man. See, what y'all don't understand is you got to check in, man. Everywhere I go, I check in, man. No, I don't get checked, I check in. It's a big difference, man. You gotta really understand what I'm saying.